It has been a very eventful morning here on Hypixel Skyblock. We have a lot of stuff to get into, from like some crazy bugs that I don't even know how these like happen. Like, how do these even go down? So we're going to be getting into all that and more in today's video. If you guys are excited for all that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I haven't seen something like this in a while, so without further ado, let's get ready to jump right into it. Super quickly though, if you do ever find yourself checking on the Hypixel store for any of the remaining fire sales or some ranks, some skyblock gems, whatever it is, don't forget to use my career code Zach, that's ZACH, on checkout, just like my name, and you guys can save 5%. It's a great way to support myself and the channel, and you save a little bit of money when checking out on the Hypixel store. I do greatly appreciate everyone who uses my code on a regular basis. You guys are amazing. But without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So I just hopped on this morning to a little bit of an update rolling out. We don't have patch notes at the time I'm recording this, and we really only know about like a few tiny things. It's not much, I'm gonna be honest, but it wouldn't be I wouldn't be doing you guys a service if I didn't talk about it in today's video, because it's new and I like talking about the new exciting stuff. So something that, if you guys don't know, there's only one set of fishing equipment in the game, and it's from shark fishing basically. And then at the end, obviously, you need the diamond magma fish to make a gill splash, and then you have the thunderbolt necklace being the first fishing necklace. Besides, I guess there is one more fishing necklace, the lumino bracelet. I don't know where I put this thing, but there's like a little, oh no, that might be a bracelet. Yeah, there isn't much fishing equipment in the game. Basically, they added a like beginner tier fishing equipment set, kinda. So we're gonna go ahead and craft them. If we go ahead and look in fishing recipes, we can start seeing some of them. We have the clay bracelet, and all these, by the way, each one that you have, unique one, receive 5 less damage from sea creatures. So this is like really good early game. I remember getting absolutely wrecked when I first started playing this game by sea walkers. Not fun. And these are like super cheap to craft, like 4 enchanted clay and 60 regular clay blocks. So very cheap to craft. We're gonna go and craft all these in a second. Then we have the clownfish cloak, also pretty cool. 3 enchanted clownfish and 2 stacks of regular clownfish. As I was saying, once again, super cheap. And yeah, each one of these giving a few different stats. This one's giving 1 fishing speed and 0.5% sea creature chance. The clay bracelet giving 3 strength and 0.5% sea creature chance. Then if we keep making our way through, we should find the other ones here. I'm starting to think I'm completely blind, unless they're tucked on some of these back. Here's one, prismarine necklace. So this one's 0.5% sea creature chance and 7 health. Also very cheap, 4 enchanted prismarine shards, 1 enchanted prismarine crystal. Like, honestly, great addition in my opinion. And then the sponge belt, here it is. This one is 6 enchanted sponge and a stack of regular sponge, and this one gives 5 health and 0.5 sea creature chance. So let's go ahead and craft this stuff up. I'll be very shocked if I don't have everything I need. So we're gonna need a little bit of these, a little bit of those. Trying to think about the other ones. We have the prismarine, and then what was the other one made of? Prismarine and clay. So let's go ahead and grab out some clay, and then we'll go ahead and grab out their enchanted counterparts, like so. I forgot to grab out some enchanted sponge really quick. Let's go and grab a little bit of that. I should have everything needed to craft all this, I'm not gonna lie. How do you make clay blocks? Is it 4? It is. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and grab that. Perfect. So the clownfish one, I'm pretty sure, is just like this with 3 up top. It is the clownfish cloak. There we go. Okay, we got one of the pieces. Now the clay one, I think, is like this. And then, is it 2 in each spot? It is. Okay, beautiful. So the clay bracelet, don't mind if we do. Then we have the prismarine one, which should be something like this. The necklace, there it is, prismarine necklace. And then, which one didn't I craft? The sponge one. So that one is maybe, wait, what was it? It's a belt. Oh, I can't remember the crafting recipe for the belt. And if I didn't mention these before, these have all been assigned to random spots throughout the collection. So this is like collection 7, sponge collection 7, sponge belt. So as you can see, stack of sponge, 6 enchanted sponge at the bottom. So let's go ahead and make this really quickly, just like so. And I can't even remember how much it was, so we'll put a decent amount in there. There we go, sponge belt. There we go, beautiful. We have all 4 of them, and you might be thinking, well, why have I crafted these? What do I need these for? This isn't gonna be my new sea creature fishing equipment. It's just not. My stuff is better. But if we go to Warp Museum, they added a slot in museum under It's actually under armor sets. It is the fisherman set. And so I'm assuming it's just, it is. Okay, cool. It's just those, and just like that, I'm going to be able to grab 16 more Skyblock XP, which you love to see. Yeah, there we go. The new fisherman set. It's just the 4 pieces of equipment. And I'm going to be honest, that's most of the update. There's one more thing, actually, they added, but that is the majority right there that you guys have now seen. The other thing we've been able to spot without patch notes being out yet is actually in Elizabeth's shop. If we come over here, you might be noticing something different. Instead of a cat flower, it is now cat items. If you click on this, for those of you who don't know, the cat flower, give this to Cat, the pet sitter, in order to skip 1 day of wait time while upgrading your pet. It costs 500 bits. They basically just made a little quality of life thing. Instead of buying 5 cat flowers to skip 5 days, you can now buy a cat bouquet. Give this to Cat the pet sitter in order to skip 5 days of wait time while upgrading your pet, and it costs 2.5k bits, which is the same amount as buying 5 cat flowers. So no discount, but just easier, I guess. Instead of buying 5 of these, you can buy 1 of those if you're like trying to upgrade something that takes over 5 days. So nice to see. Always like seeing little kind of quality of life additions. I don't know if there's anything else in this update. I'll be surprised if they just rolled this. So I'm going to keep my eyes out and look around and see if they add anything else. It has been a crazy morning on Skyblock. Before we get into the drama, I guess you could say, of whatever happened and them rolling out like this little update, we found something else. We found another thing that was added. We still don't have patch notes, but we do have something from the admins released this morning that we're going to be getting into in a second. But if we come on over here at the Pet Care Center, Fan over here is known for their notorious pricing. A little bit more on the expensive side, not gonna lie. However, they've made some decreases in the pricing. I can't remember, I don't know the exact number changes, but for example, if we wanted to put this in here for 1 day on Turbo, I want to say it costed 3.5 million before for a day. I could be completely wrong. That's just what I remember. But now it's 2.8 million. So that does feel like I'm pretty sure it was 3.5 million for a day of Turbo, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so we've seen some pricing changes, which is really, really good. If we go ahead and let's say we wanted to get this bad boy up to level 100, if I'm not mistaken, it was 35 mil to get this thing to level 100. I could be completely wrong. I'd have to go back and look somewhere. But now it's 22 mil, which is like a very massive price change. So pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, still the same amount of time. I think the time was fine. I mean, like, it was a reasonable amount of time for like upgrading these things, but the price was just a little outrageous. I mean, for Ironman players, it was still kind of worth it, but if you're a regular profile, there was no reason to like ever be rocking here unless you were using the free option, which like if you aren't using, you should be, as you guys were telling me. Definitely worth it. I mean, free pet XP is free pet XP. But yeah, I'm still gonna keep this thing in here for free for the time being until I do some more mining. But yeah, really nice to see some price changes here that are a little bit more affordable. Like 22 mil to max out that pet, like I would say that's fair. That thing's like level 79 to level 100 mythic. I'd be down to pay 22 mil for that. That's like way more reasonable than it was before, that's for sure. So happy to see something like that. I wish they did a little bit sooner. I've already spent 100 million coins in this NPC, and if you're telling me my money could have gone like 20-25% further, I wish it was there before, but better late than never, I suppose. But now it's time to talk about the drama that's been going on the server this morning. Have you ever had to remove a co-op member before? Or like someone who maybe you used to play with, but you don't anymore, so you guys decided to go separate ways? Maybe you're the falling out, and or maybe you just had another random reason to remove someone from a co-op. I know a lot of people have done this. Co-ops are a huge part of this game. Being able to play multiplayer on the multiplayer server is a massive part of Skyblock and what makes it fun. Me personally, I'm on a co-op myself. Unfortunately, the twins haven't had too much time to be able to play Skyblock in like the last year or so, but we've had so much fun on this profile before. But let's say when fun turns to someone stealing items or griefing or whatnot, you need to remove someone from a co-op. Quite reasonable. It happens if you make a co-op with the wrong people, and it's just a part of the game. However, what if I told you this morning, when you logged on, all those people who you kicked for good or bad reasons was being re-invited to your co-op because of a bug? To the point where I've heard some people say they're on a solo profile now. They've had 3 people that they've had removed from their co-op be re-invited, and are now threatening to kick them from their own profile. I've heard some crazy stuff this morning, but it's time that we get into what the admins have to say about it, because that's what happened this morning. Insane, to my knowledge. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a little forum post that the admins went ahead and posted, because Obviously, this is a pretty big issue that needs to be addressed. There was a few other crazy things going on, like taming levels, like the XP being deleted and resetting taming levels, just some weird stuff. I don't know how this even happens when they're rolling out some fishing equipment and some price changes to an NPC, but it did. So let's go ahead and look at the forum post and see what we're working with. So here we are on the forums really quickly. As you can see way up at the top, Skyblock profile visibility since Tuesday 10:38 a.m. EST. That's like 15 minutes ago for me. We are currently investigating a profile visibility issue regarding co-ops. We have identified a small subset of users who have had their profiles visually removed from in-game menus, API, etc. Note that these profiles are not wiped and their data is still intact. We've turned off the logic causing the issue, and we are aiming to restore everyone affected by this shortly. Crazy. Then they went ahead and said, hello everyone, after rolling to the Skyblock update, we became aware of various critical issues. I would say so. I would argue that these are quite critical. We are currently investigating and working on potential fixes for the below issues. We've turned off the logic that caused issues 1 and 2 below. So here were the 3 issues that people were dealing with this morning. Players being removed from co-op profiles, players being re-added to old co-op profiles, and taming levels being removed. Insane. The players being removed from co-op profiles is only a visual issue, and the co-op data still exists. These co-op profiles are not wiped. This purely visual issue due to them being removed from the in-game menu. So really strange. People were getting like kicked from like co-ops, just crazy stuff. In the meantime, they've disabled profile management, like that button, and they're gonna continue to update us. But what a just crazy turn of events this morning. Like, how does this happen? What could have possibly caused this during the update? I gotta know. So unfortunately, that means I think it's gonna be a little bit before we get some actual patch notes today, because I don't know, I feel like there should be more in this update. Another thing someone noticed is when you go to look at your collections now, if you have it maxed out, okay, it doesn't even work for me. Someone said you can see your collection now without going into it. I mean, I've always been able to because of a co-op, so maybe it's just for regular profiles. I don't know. I need some patch notes, man. I gotta know what they changed and added, but obviously, I'm assuming that issue that we just discussed probably takes some priority here. So I've been sitting around waiting for some patch notes to drop. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting any in a timely fashion because, I mean, obviously these issues take some crazy priority. So I completely understand that. But unfortunately, that's going to be it for today's video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store. We'll be back on the grind tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.